Okay guys, so for my first review I'm going to be doing the Golite Quest 80 liter men's medium, and right now I'm going to be doing the overview. So first of all, I have taken this pack on several 20-mile trips in western Colorado, and this pack has held up wonderfully. It's supposed to have a load support of 50 pounds max, but I don't know if I would take that high, honestly. The shoulder straps are there's foam underneath, but it's pretty thin foam, and the shoulder straps themselves are a little thin, and it does chafe a little bit in this area. The sternum strap doesn't bind in any way, and the load lifters are nice and long, and I think they do a really good job of bringing the weight from the backpack towards your back. And they're easy to grab. That's the biggest thing, I think, is they're easy to grab, because I always have a hard time grabbing those. Anyway, so some of the features on the front of this pack is it's adjustable from 16 inches to 22 inches. I have a 21-inch torso length, and, well, I still have an inch left of rail. So, that spec is true, I think. The hip belt pockets are a little small, I'd say, although there are hip belt pockets. My last pack did not have those, and these are excellent to have. This doesn't quite fit my phone. It's a little too long. In fact, it only fits 2 Cliff Bars, and that's squished together. So you have the holster style water bottle pouch right here, and I like this much better than the vertical water bottle pouch, just because you don't have to have somebody else put it in there for you, and it's really easy. It doesn't fall out. It has this cinch right here that you can cinch it down onto your water bottle so it doesn't fall out. The hip belt, like the straps here, this is really easy. This is one of my favorite features that my last pack did not have, and that is the tightening the belt by pulling in opposed to pulling out. So it gives you extra leverage when you're trying to tighten it down on your hips, especially when you have a big load, and that helps so much. You tighten it by pulling this strap here, and loosen it by taking this plastic piece, bending it back, and then you can pull this out, but it'll just, unsnug itself. Anyway, the back panel here that your back rests against, it is not very well ventilated, I'd say. This is one of the parts that I don't like about this pack, is the lack of ventilation, because when your back gets sweaty, you really need some airflow. And that's what's good about the trampoline style backpacks, is that they have excellent airflow. Alright, so moving on around, there are 3 points of attachment or securing here. So there's this piece, this one, and down here there's one that actually goes through the water bottle pouch or around it and through a little hole down here. So this, you can snug up your gear really well, and yeah, so it works quite good. This, looking around, there's a strap that goes over the top to snug your gear down on the top. There is sort of a daisy chain like thing ish that you can either hook things to, or this is the strap that feeds up to the lid of the pack, and there is a lid. Don't worry, I just don't have it on here right now. Alright, so the kangaroo pouch here, you can take this off, and this is ventilated. It's nice and stretchy, so you can put your socks in here. If you have wet socks, then they will dry out quite nicely. And then there's about a half-length zipper to the inside of the body of the pack. And that's nice when you don't want to take everything out and you just want something from the middle. That is very handy. Ice axe loops, those are good. And down here you'll see these connectors will actually hook onto this little tab down here and compress the storage in your backpack down. And if you don't have very much stuff and you just have this backpack, which is huge, then you can compress the weight, or compress the available space inside down to bring it closer to your body and distribute the weight a lot better. Alrighty, so on top here there are two tabs. There's two yellow tabs. In order to open it, you pull, and that, yeah, never had a problem with those. To close, you grab the gray string and the top yellow tab and pull. That works good. And you have the three adjustments on this side. Your water is stored in a sleeve on the inside. It's a 3-liter hydration sleeve. There is a little hole in the bottom, so if your water leaks, it doesn't pool and get your pack wet. It may pool in the bottom or something, but it also, you know, allows your hydration pack to have somewhere to go if you don't want the hose going straight up. That's nice. Also, the hose comes out of this little port here. It just comes out and it goes to either side. Yep. This pack is a internal frame pack, which means that it has a frame going up and around and down, sort of inside the pack. This is aluminum sort of piping, and I think this pack is pretty nice as far as the suspension goes, because you can see here there's the rail that goes down, it comes down, it loops around, and then you have a zipper that actually you have a zipper that closes it together. This increases the flexibility of the belt so it's not rigid, and it also increases the load support by somewhat. So that's an overview, I guess. Oh, the materials of this pack. The gray part here is made from a double ripstop 210 denier nylon. This stuff is pretty strong, so that's good. This is made from a thinner nylon. I don't know what the denier is, but it's Robic high tendency nylon. Yeah. So, alrighty. So for the lid pops off. It's got a very large inside capacity, and I really like that because I can fit my medical kit, I can fit snacks, I can fit my bowl in there, and you know, I still have extra room. I can fit my water filter. Of course, I don't have a big water filter. I just have a Sawyer squeeze. So anyway, and there are 4 attachment points for this. Goes on like so, it would be like that, and you can take it off very, very easily. That is nice. This pack does not have a sleeping bag compartment, as you can tell, but, well, actually not but, and it does not have any sort of sleeping bag sort of divider in here. It is completely hollow, and except for the sleeve. Yeah. Alrighty, so this is what I look like with the pack on. There isn't much to it. There's a bunch of straps, and you might be able to cut some of those straps down if you're really concerned about the weight. But, you know, if you're really concerned that much about weight, I would get a different pack, honestly. So, a couple things I forgot to mention is there is a little whistle right here if you're concerned about having a whistle. And also, 80 liters is equivalent to 4,880 cubic inches. Alright, so on to price and weight. The weight of this particular pack, I weighed it, was 3 pounds, 14 ounces, dry. I mean empty, there's nothing in it, including the lid. So I also have a women's medium pack, and that weighed in at 3 pounds, 9 ounces. Now the only difference between the women's and the men's pack is it mostly lies in the shoulder straps and the spacing. On the women's, it's a little bit closer cut to accommodate for smaller, women, I guess. And the cut of the shoulder straps is different. So also I think the hip belt size is a little bit smaller too. So yeah, it's just proportionally a little different. That's the only difference. Alright, so on to price. This pack I got for $120, but I also had a discount of $30. It was $150 when I first got it, or it was supposed to be. So comparatively to other packs, this is an awesome price, honestly. Most packs you're looking at running around $200, a little bit more, a little bit less, and this is by far the best quality for the best price, the most bang for your buck, I think. But it does lack some features. I think it's going to lack a little bit of durability, especially with the top of the hip belt. It is sort of wearing off a little bit here, but yeah, besides that, it's awesome. So I'll be doing some reviews in the future, so hang around, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Alright, so yeah, adios.